Hello and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. Please like, comment and subscribe, and let's get right into this video. Today we're going to be talking about Chris Ingham, Mr. Ingham. This is a direct message. Christopher Malcolm John Malkovich Ingham. What on earth are you playing at? You've taken your kids halfway around the... No, you haven't. You've taken them to Ireland. Okay, I've never been to Ireland. It could be on the other side of the world for all I know. It's not. It's in there. The corner. Okay, it's up. It's up from me to the left. There you go. Geography lesson 101. And you need to stop being selfish. It's very, very clear that this trip, all these trips in this little van, is for your own selfish gains. They're to meet your own selfish needs. You want to travel. I get it. I understand why that you're doing it. You want... It's not that you're being hounded or you're running away from things. Lots of people think that you're running away, but I don't think you are. You are clearly trying to escape the reality of your life. I would imagine that probably on a day-to-day basis, you're afraid of showing your face in public. You probably get lots of negative comments when you're out and about. You probably get called things. I'm not going to get into that, but you probably are hounded a lot more than you actually say. This is just my opinion. But when you get away, and not just to foreign countries, but when you get out into the middle of nowhere, the reason you like to go to Scotland a lot is because there's nothing there. It's in the middle of nowhere. You can hide in the middle of nowhere, and you won't get hounded like you do now. So I do get why you're doing it and why you're going away, but the problem is, this is for your own selfish needs. You have not considered the needs of your children. You haven't even considered the needs of Sarah. I mean, I don't really care too much for Sarah, but you know, I guess she has to be a consideration. What I want you to do, okay, so it's homework for you, Chris. What I want you to do is look at them with an unbiased opinion. I know you're looking at your vlogs and you're thinking, oh, this is amazing, and my editing skills are fantastic, and look at the drone shot I got, and that's brilliant. But don't look at that. Just look at your children. Look at their faces. Look at the times you catch them on camera when they don't expect to be on camera. Then you'll see the true nature of how they actually feel and how much damage you're doing to them. It's plain to see for everybody that they are bored out of their mind. Even we can see it. I can guarantee pretty much, I don't know your family, as you quite rightly point out. I don't know you, but what I do see are kids that they have nothing to do. They walk around all day in the fields, on rocks, going to beaches. I mean, they don't even have the excitement of going to a beach and going swimming because it's freezing. You can't tell me that those children are enjoying traipsing around, and then once they've done traipsing around, they go back to your van. Even though it is big, you say it's big, and those types of vans are quite big, but for 7 people living in it, it's tiny. You can't have 7 people living in the back of that van and actually be enjoying yourself. Where does Isabel go to have some privacy? She's nearly 17. Where does even Esme go to have some privacy? Remember when Sarah said that Esme wanted her own room because she wanted privacy from Isla? She's now older, so she's going to want more privacy, not less. So you sticking them all in the van together, it makes no sense whatsoever. And then we have education. The education thing really, really riles me, and it riles a lot of people. I've read a lot about people who homeschool their children. There's lots of parents on my channel and on other websites that are not just haters. They are parents who teach their children. They also homeschool, so they know how homeschool works, and they know how best to home educate their children. So when they see what you're doing, they're calling it out based on what they know, not based on hate. Isabel has her GCSEs coming up. It's only a few weeks. She should be studying now. She should be studying for hours and hours on end. From what we've seen so far, she hasn't done any studying, let alone extra studying. She should be doing more studying than her sisters, but in fact she's doing the same amount, which is none. I really hope that you've put her in for her education. I really hope that you've put her in for her GCSEs. The closing date for registration was a few days ago, so if you haven't done it yet, then you can't. It's too late now. Even the latest late deadline has come and gone. You might think that Isabel's getting an education. Sarah definitely thinks that, because Sarah didn't get an education, or not a good one, judging by her level of education. But you, Chris, you proclaim to have is it maths? You've got a degree in physics, but an A-level in maths. All this education that you have, you should be looking at Isabel and thinking, yeah, you're not doing as much work as I did to get my GCSEs or to get my A-levels. Is it that you don't care? You honestly don't care. And then Esme, next year she'll be starting her GCSEs. The countdown to it anyway. So what are you going to do then? Is she going to have an education like Isabel's? And Isla, what about Isla? She's going to be in the last year of primary school next year. She had such a promising future. She loved school, she loved to learn, she was very educationally interested, and she was smart. The spark has gone, so I don't know anymore. It's just a horrible, sad state of affairs, Chris, and you really, really, really need to sort things out, and for the good of everybody. Not just us, obviously. We are just the haters. What do we matter? But do your kids matter? I'm not so sure. Another thing I'd like to touch upon is I want to challenge you. There's so many things to say to you, but this is one of the things I wanted to challenge you to today. You like a good challenge video or not? So you've previously said that your channel is not about challenges, but I'd like to challenge you to this one. We'll see if you take me up on this challenge. You'll have noticed recently, the last few months, I have started blurring your children out of my own videos. The purpose of this, I hope I don't have to explain the reason, but I will. The purpose is so as not to expose them to people online, so your children's privacy is not exposed even further. My challenge to you, Christopher, is to blur your own children from your vlogs. If your vlogs are not about exploiting your kids, to be fair, you haven't said it's not, but if the IFAM are tuning in specifically for you and Sarah, not for your children, then blur them out. If you must put them, I mean, cut them out. Obviously, is the cutting them out would be the best step. But if you can't or won't cut them out of the video entirely, why don't you blur them out? And that way you will protect their identity and you will protect their privacy, and you will stop predators from taking images of your children and doing with them what they wish. I cannot imagine any parent that would want their children to be out there on the internet on anybody's channel. The challenge for you now is to blur your children out of your video. Prove me wrong. Try and prove. Instead of trying to rile people and rile your haters, try to prove them wrong for a change. Just try to do something which is actually beneficial to your children. Don't use them as bait. Don't use them as clickbait. Don't use them to troll. Just try for once to do what is right for your children and be a good parent. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you again very soon in another video. Bye bye.